Hey guys, welcome back to The Sports Entertainer. There are a lot of wild wrestling news stories going around today, including Damian Priest cashes in Money in the Bank tonight, some distressing Roman Reigns news, CM Punk not winning Royal Rumble, a sad update on Austin Theory, huge news on Vince McMahon documentary, and much more. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss out on an episode. Now join us as The Sports Entertainer looks at the breaking wrestling news and rumors you need to know. A sad update on Austin Theory. Now, as some of you are likely aware, on Friday Night SmackDown this past week, the Carmelo Hayes and Austin Theory match was cut short after a move on the top turnbuckle landed awkwardly, with the referee doing the classic X sign indicating one or both of the wrestlers were injured, and it was reported not long after that both Carmelo Hayes and Austin Theory suffered facial contusions, with WWE providing this update after SmackDown, quote, "Update, following their match tonight on SmackDown, Austin Theory and Carmelo Hayes were evaluated for injuries. They both suffered face contusions and will both be okay." However, in a recent update provided by Brian Alvarez on the Wrestling Observer Radio, apparently Austin Theory is now allegedly in medical protocol, which suggests that Theory may have taken the worst of the botched spot, and if you guys weren't aware, a WWE star being in medical protocol is never a good thing, as it often is used when there is a concern of concussion or other kinds of serious injury. We will keep you guys updated on Austin Theory's status in WWE as new details emerge, but hopefully Theory isn't going to be missing any significant amount of TV time because of this. Next up, huge news on Vince McMahon documentary. Now, some of you may be aware that Vince McMahon was going to be featured in an upcoming Netflix documentary detailing the life, career, and controversies of Vince McMahon, with it first being teased all the way back in 2020 during a WWE earnings call that the company was teaming up with Netflix for a docu-series on Vince. In July 2022, it was reported that this project was basically canned, which was right around the time Vince McMahon temporarily retired, but then a month after that, it was reported that no, the project is still in production. Now, wrestling fans are probably pretty excited to see this documentary on Vince McMahon, and it should be coming out pretty soon, and Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer Radio recently shared his ties to this Vince McMahon documentary project, as well as some other major details regarding it. Quote, "Today I went to Los Angeles to do a Netflix taping about Vince McMahon. I guess what I can say, because I'm not supposed to say much about it, is the Netflix series is going to be out sooner than you think. It's a big freaking deal. They've interviewed all kinds of people. I was told the most interesting person they've interviewed is Vince McMahon. It's covering the whole life of Vince McMahon. I've been asked about every single subject that you can think of regarding Vince McMahon from childhood to last week practically. Covered everything. The series, when it started and how it's ended, are completely different. When it started, it was just Vince McMahon, the owner of the company, and now it's not the owner of the company, and there's all the reasons that he's not the owner of the company, the payoffs, all that stuff happened. They were years into this documentary before all that stuff happened. Let us know if you guys are excited to see this Vince McMahon documentary come out soon after being in the works and teased for a few years now. Next up, distressing Roman Reigns news. Now, Roman Reigns' transition into becoming a part-timer in WWE last year has been all too obvious for wrestling fans, because Reigns literally only wrestled 11 times last year. That's right, 11 times. Obviously, Roman being part-time is more noticeable considering Roman Reigns holds the most important title in WWE right now, the Undisputed World Championship, and if Reigns wasn't the world champion, maybe his part-time status wouldn't be considered such a problem with a lot of fans, because Roman being part-time means we don't have that undisputed WWE Universal title on a lot of SmackDown shows, as well as pay-per-views, which is really what fans are complaining about. And according to a new update provided by Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer Radio, this trend of Roman Reigns missing out on big premium live events will continue this year in 2024, with Reigns apparently set to miss both Elimination Chamber 2024 this February and Backlash 2024 taking place in May, which is sort of distressing news to say the least. Here's what Meltzer had to report on this Roman Reigns situation, quote, "Roman Reigns is not on the Australia show, Elimination Chamber. He's not on the Paris show, Backlash either, by the way, for fans over there. He's gonna be wrestling at the Royal Rumble, and then his next big match, I don't know, He could do a TV match, but he's gonna wrestle at the Royal Rumble, and then his next match is gonna be his WrestleMania match, and after that, I would presume it's gonna be Saudi and SummerSlam. Let us know if you guys are getting a bit sick and tired of Roman Reigns' part-time schedule in WWE, and are you hoping that the Tribal Chief loses that undisputed title soon? CM Punk not winning Royal Rumble? Now, even though it seems like most wrestling fans are picking CM Punk as the favorite to win the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble match for obvious reasons, not all seem to believe Punk winning the Rumble match this year is a foregone conclusion, and WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long revealed in a recent interview with Sportskeeda Wrestling's Time Machine that he would not be surprised if CM Punk didn't win the Royal Rumble match, with Teddy Long believing the roster is so star-studded right now that another star could win the Rumble. Quote, "That's the way the Attitude Era was, you know what I mean? It is slowly coming back there, it's getting there. You didn't just come to see one person, you came to see everybody on that card, and that's how it should be, you know, so no one person should think they took credit for the whole thing. I would not be surprised if CM Punk didn't win it." Let us know if you guys feel another star could possibly win the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble match over CM Punk, or do you feel like Punk is the only logical way to go here? Next up, Damian Priest cashes in Money in the Bank tonight? Now, there's no doubt that fans have been asking the question, when is Damian Priest finally going to cash in his Money in the Bank contract? Well, according to a new report, it looks like it could be happening very soon, with one source BWE replying to this fan's comment of, "Yo Boozer, when will Priest cash in?" In which BWE responded with, "It's close." Now, Damian Priest would take to Twitter or X last night and tease fans about possibly cashing in with the message attached to the photo being "Next stop WWE Raw, and we still got Money in the Bank." Awesome fellow wrestling channel WrestleLamia put out this tweet earlier today, highlighting the initial report from BWE and the fact that there will be extra pyro in place for Raw tonight. Quote, "Damian Priest is close to cashing in. Extra pyro has been set in place for WWE Raw. Imagine." Now, Seth Rollins will be defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Jinder Mahal tonight on Raw, and this has led many fans to speculate that we could see the following scenario play out. Jinder Mahal shockingly defeats Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title, partly as a way to get back at AEW President Tony Khan for his comments about WWE's booking of Jinder in this big title match, and then have Damian Priest immediately come down to the ring and cash in his Money in the Bank on an unsuspecting Jinder Mahal, with Damian Priest becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion. That's a scenario that a lot of fans seem to think could happen tonight on Raw, and let us know if this is something you guys want to see play out. Usually whenever WWE has set aside extra pyro for a show, it means something big is going to happen. And will it be Jinder winning the World Heavyweight title from Seth Rollins and getting a run with the belt, or will Damian Priest finally cash in? Stay tuned to Raw tonight to find out. Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.